Welcome to the Shrink Wrap Show. I'm Pam Hernandez Kaufman.
And I'm Talia Peak. We're two shrinks bringing you holistic health hacks.
With our 30 years of combined experience in therapy, we share helpful information about common issues that everyone faces.
Then we break down powerful, proven tools you can start using right away to better your life and your relationships.
Let's wrap.
Welcome back to the Shrink Wrap Show. Today we're going to talk about 8 powerful words or phrases that you can keep in your mind to help you throughout your day.
Yeah, and these are especially helpful when you're having a hard day, a difficult day, a scary day. I was just telling Talia here that I had a scary day the other day. You know, sometimes you're not even sure why something is so frightening for you, but it seems overwhelming. It seems insurmountable. And so this was a DMV situation, right? Getting our tags, getting our plates in a different state. So we're not familiar with it. And there was a list of 6 things we needed to take. And so you're pulling these things together and you're filling out the really long, have you ever had those hairy application forms?
You need your kidney sold, you know, all that, right?
And you have to make sure the letters fit in the tiny little spot.
Right.
And you're not quite sure if everything's right. And you have a little bit of time to get this handled. And you show up for the DMV and you're waiting for your number.
Yes.
And you're becoming more anxious. It doesn't matter whether it's the DMV or it's the doctor.
Right.
Or it's a school appointment with an administrator to find out if you are accepted into a program or whatever the case might be. Anxiety can increase. Mm-hmm. And so I really want to talk to you today about the power of these phrases, words, and the power of the connection with another human being who says to you something along the lines of, don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so when our number 212 was read, we walk up to the window, my husband and I. And, you know, we're expecting that we're going to be number 212. That's about it. And this man greeted us with our names. He said, I got you. I'm going to walk you through this. Don't even worry. I don't need any of that stuff that you have. Just give me your license and we'll take it from there. And I everything lowered.
Yeah.
All of my stress level and I went from to my prefrontal cortex was back online. I was so grateful for that man. And then I looked over and I noticed that he had this wonderful sheet.
Yeah.
And it said, take one. You know, there was another thing that I thought was really helpful too, Talia, with him. Instead of just having the normal nameplate, I don't remember his name, which is horrible. But you know what? Sometimes we don't remember the name, but we remember how we felt with the person.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And so let's call him James Brown.
Yeah.
And it said, I will help you with whatever you need. Engraved in his name plaque.
Oh, wow.
And so, again, you're just walking up, you're finding this smile, you're finding this name plaque, and now you find this list and a person who says, I got you. And this is what I think we're called to be to one another in this life.
Yeah, yeah.
And it changed my morning. So here's your power words or power statements for the day, for any day. And I keep this now in my office. I took a whole bunch. I passed them out in the parking lot.
I want one in my parking lot.
You're going to get one in your parking lot. So the first thing is believe in yourself. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we've talked about this a lot, T, in our podcast about if you believe you can, you can.
Yeah.
If you believe you will, you will. If you don't believe it's possible, it isn't probably going to happen.
Yeah.
That mindset piece of things. Mm-hmm. I mean,
yeah, believe in yourself.
If it's negative, can't live a positive life with a negative mindset.
That's right.
Can't live a positive life with a negative mindset. So believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Stay strong is the next one. And here the words underneath this are dream, believe, achieve. So we start with the believe, right? Mm-hmm. And the believe is going to give rise to a dream.
Well, it's the opposite. It's a dream. And then it gives rise to a belief. At least with this one.
Maybe. They go together.
Yeah.
Right? Because I can't.
You got to think about it.
I've got to think about it. But I also have to believe. Yeah, they go together.
Yeah.
They go together. Yeah. And then I can achieve it.
Right.
So what the mind can conceive and believe it can accomplish.
Right.
And so stay strong. And I think that stay strong, it leads right into this next one, which is don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't ever give up. A little progress adds up to big results. And sometimes we have these things in our lives that it is a process. It takes time. It's a class, then another class. You're in the middle of that right now. Yeah. I was in the middle of that for my doctorate. It's this therapy, treatment, chemotherapy treatment, and then there's another one.
Right.
And but each step along the way is progress. We know this from our clients when we're working on ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's a step at a time.
Yeah.
It's a change. And I did that less, or I did that more, I did that better. Yeah. I'm not ruminating as much as I used to.
Yeah.
I'm finding myself able to calm myself more. I'm using my breathing tools more frequently. So again, it's progress, and not giving up.
I saw this amazing, really short clip. It was this coach, and he was talking to his basketball team, middle schoolers, I believe. And he set some pieces of paper down on the floor, and he went on the other side, and he goes, I want you to come give me a high five, but you have to step on the piece of paper to get to me, to give me the high five. And so the kid did, and gave him a high five. And he was like, that was easy, no problem, because he had the stepping stones. And then he took away one, and he says, okay, I want you to do it again. And so the kid has to jump really far to get to the other one, and then to give him the high five. And then
so progressively.
And then he took away all of them, and he goes, now come give me a high five. And he said, I can't, it's impossible. Well, the moral of it was you have to set achievable,
measurable,
goals. Smart goals,
steps
in order for you to get to your long-term goal, basically. And so if you wanted to be an NBA player, he needed to start as a middle schooler to learn those foundational things. Maybe he skips basketball in high school
because of his progress over here,
right? And it might be a stretch for him to get into college because he didn't go to high school basketball kind of thing. So his point was every step means something, and every step counts. So don't give up. If that's your dream, if that's your goal, don't give up on it.
And along those lines, I think this is really important to tell everybody listening as well. Don't give up, even if you're a late start.
Yes.
Because your start is your start.
Right.
And there's a lot of comparison that can happen in this. I have clients tell me, it's too late for me to do that. It's too late for, well, listen, I got my doctorate at 60. So whatever. I don't think it's ever too late. And the idea of taking those steps one at a time, and that every part of the experience helps.
Yep. It's all part of the journey.
And it all works together to make us a more complete person.
Yeah.
A person who can relate to others more effectively.
Right.
So there's no waste.
Yeah.
God doesn't waste.
Yeah.
And so again, really, really want you to tune in on this part, that there is no waste. If you've spent years in drugs or alcohol and you're out of it now and you feel as though you just lost 20 years of your life, hey, you can do makeup time. Yep. You're here now. So celebrate that piece instead of looking at this as such a loss. I have clients to say too, I really wanted to have a baby. I'm 40 now. Listen, I've seen people have amazing things happen, like getting pregnant at 42 and having twins. So there you go, one and done. And it's never too late. So never give up, never give up. And next we have Be Grateful.
Yes.
We just did a podcast on gratitude. We've got a class out there on gratitude too. Again, this is, it's just a trite word we use, attitude of gratitude. We talk about it all the time. Be grateful, be thankful. It actually is scientific.
Yeah.
It really, truly works.
I love this underneath it.
Oh, gratitude heart is a magnet for miracles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't have a negative brain when I am in a grateful place.
Yeah.
Can't have a fearful brain when I'm in a grateful place. Yeah. And so it does attract miracles, good things, other people. So be grateful. Next, we have work hard. Hey, you can't get around this one.
Right now.
Like, we've got to do our part. We've got to do our part. That kid that wanted to get to the high five, he's not going to be able to get there by just wishing to get there, just wanting to get there, just saying he's going to do it.
Yeah.
He actually has to do the work, which takes practice.
Yep.
And back to basketball, I mean, talking with my daughter's boyfriend who plays pro ball, listen, he practiced every day from the time he was little to get to the point where he makes it look easy.
Right. Yeah.
Ain't nothing easy and ain't nothing quick. There just isn't. So work hard. Good things come to those who have some hustle.
Hustle.
Next, stay humble. For me, there's nothing more difficult than trying to relate or deal with a prideful person.
Yeah.
A person who's, I got that, I got it. And you poor other person don't get it. We've never arrived. We're never going to arrive. I can be content with where I am, but I need to recognize that, hey, it's by God's grace I'm here, and there are other people who I need to value, who know a lot that I don't know. And humility is huge. Underneath this one, it says, work hard in silence. Let success be the noisy thing. So you let your success be the thing that speaks, and we don't need to talk about it all that much. Stay humble. This is one of the 12-step basics as well, humility and surrender. Number 7 is be kind.
I'm sorry. I thinking of Tim McGraw, Humble and Kind song.
Humble and kind. We love Tim McGraw. Tim McGraw seems humble and kind. He's also handsome. Kindness makes you the most beautiful.
Yes, it does.
You know, you could. I have clients who say, yeah, you know, she wasn't that attractive, and then I got to know her. Yeah. And she's so nice. Yeah. And I begin to see her as being beautiful. A lot of times when I'm doing a psychological evaluation for a hardship case, the person's facing maybe losing their partner. And so I ask them, give me one adjective to describe what you liked about this person when you met them. More often than not, the word is kind. Yeah. They were kind.
Or compassionate.
They were compassionate. Yeah. They were generous. They seemed open.
Yeah.
Those kinds of adjectives. Yeah. So kindness makes you the most beautiful. And lastly, keep smiling. Because of your smile, life is more beautiful. Yeah. Circling back to where we started, the first thing I noticed at window number 212 was the smile. Yeah. Which was inviting. Yeah. And it just calmed all of this. Right. And then the rest followed. A smile is that gift you can give.
And it's really powerful. I mean, it doesn't cost us anything other than maybe braces or, teeth whitening.
Right. Or floss.
But even then, like, if I see a person that has a toothless smile, I'm still going to smile with them. Like, I just love a smile.
And think about how you feel when someone smiles at you.
Like a baby.
Like a baby or anybody. And you weren't expecting it. And it just brightens your day. Likewise, if there's a frown, a sour look, it's easy to personalize that and think it's about you. It's probably not about you. Right. It's probably just about that other person is caught up in there, whatever. But we want to smile. We want to be smiling people who practice believing in themselves, staying strong, not giving up, practicing gratitude, working hard at things, staying humble, being kind, and smiling. Yeah. 8 power sentences, power words for you to live a better life and help others live a better life too.
See you next time.
We're so glad you joined us today on the Shrink Wrap Show.
If you enjoyed this episode or found it helpful, remember to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and share the show with people you care about.
Also, your feedback is valuable, so leave a comment, question, or suggestion, and we'll see you next time on the Shrink Wrap Show.